Another embarrassing place to throw up besides work is also at school, especially when you're a kid. But when you're little, you don't think how embarrassing it is, but then when you're older, you kind of think it's really embarrassing. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post Tuesday through Sunday, and today in this video I have a story time about the time embarrassing story time about the time I threw up in kindergarten. So this is a story about how I ended up getting really sick at school one day, and I had to get sent home, and they had to send me to the nurse's office, and I was not feeling that well, and it really sucked. So this is a story just to teach you guys. It is kind of embarrassing when you throw up, especially when you're a little kid, you don't think about how embarrassing it is, especially at school, but when you're older, you find it embarrassing later. And this is a story just to teach you guys, if you're a kid, when you're a little kid, like let's say the age around 5 or 6, and you throw up, it's good to tell your teacher that you're not feeling well, and then you can go straight to the nurse's office. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So this all started, I think, about 28 years ago. I was in kindergarten. I was at school one day. I was having a good time. I was playing with my friends, and all of a sudden I didn't feel good, and I had an urge to throw up. And I think it was after the snack I had or something. And I don't remember what we ate that day, but I know we ate something. And I think I had some juice mixed with whatever, and it didn't mix well. Maybe it was crackers or something. So I really don't remember what I had that day, but I remember eating something in class, or maybe I was probably spinning myself around that I felt like throwing up. It was really weird. I just felt like my stomach was ready to throw up. So my teacher notices I don't look good, and so she runs me over to the bathroom, and I start throwing up. And luckily she took me to the bathroom right away because she could tell I couldn't feel well, and I start throwing up in the bathroom. And luckily my kindergarten class had a bathroom that came with the kindergarten class, that came inside the classroom, and I started throwing up, and I was really not feeling good. And I come out and of the bathroom. I do wipe my mouth before I get out, and so my teacher decides to take me to the nurse's office. So she walks me over to the nurse's office, and I go and sit on the mat, and they decide to call my mom to come and pick me up because I really was not feeling well. And I was a little embarrassed because I ended up throwing up in the bathroom at school, because they were in the classroom, because there was a bathroom in the classroom in the kindergarten class. So I'm laying on the mat, and the nurse tells me that if I ever need to throw up, just throw up in the trash can. So I'm sitting there, and I'm feeling a little ashamed that I threw up, and I was embarrassed because I probably threw up pretty loud that all the kids at school could hear. And then, so I don't think my mom could pick me up that day because I think maybe she had school or something. So they ended up sending one of my mom's friends to pick me up. And so my mom's friend was able to pick me up. Or was my mom's friend, I think my mom was picking me up that day, ended up picking me up that day and then taking me home, and she did have an extra bucket just in case I would throw up in the car, because she just didn't want me to throw up in the car or something. And I felt super ashamed that I threw up at school, and I just really hated that. I mean, luckily I went to the bathroom before I did it in front of all the kids, but I did throw up quite a bit in the bathroom, and it was probably like pretty loud and stuff. And I remember like not feeling well the entire ride, and I kind of took a nap in the car on the way home. And when we got home, I ended up going to the couch and then taking a nap. And And I started drinking water just to help my stomach. And I kind of felt ashamed. And when I was a kid, I didn't think about how embarrassing it was that I threw up at school. But luckily, I did it in the bathroom so that nobody could see it. Yeah, but I did felt kind of embarrassed because I think I threw up pretty loud that all the kids at school could hear. But luckily, I was able to advocate to go home. Luckily, I was able to let the teacher know that I needed to go home, and the teacher was aware of it, and they were able to call somebody to come and get me. So the moral of the story is, when you're a kid, you don't think about how embarrassing it is when you throw up at school. But when you get older, you realize how embarrassing it is. And sometimes it sucks, especially when you're a little kid. It's good to also try to advocate to people when you're not feeling well. But sometimes when you're little, you don't understand how to advocate for yourself. But there are teachers at school that can tell when you don't feel well. And if you have a stomach ache and you have an urge to throw up, go to the bathroom and stuff and do it. And if you really feel bad, ask your teacher to take you to the nurse, which they will do. And then they'll call your parents or somebody to come and pick you up. And then always make sure you have like a bucket or something in the car just in case you still don't feel good and you have to throw up. And it is quite embarrassing when you do it at school, but the best place to do it is if you have to throw up, always go to the bathroom, and especially have a teacher come with you, especially when you're a little kid. So that was the embarrassing story about how I threw up in kindergarten. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post Tuesday through Sunday, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye. If you like this video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe.